So I'm going to try and remember as much as we can in this summary of the contract changes. So the big headline stuff is the increase in funding, 889 million that's going in total in terms of delivering the contract changes. In addition to that is an 80 million pot that's going to be for advice and guidance, details yet to come. Part of those changes will also incorporate retirement of certain QOF criteria, 31 criteria in total, of which we have shown that to you on the full live stream, of which some of that basically equates to, well, that equates to 212 QOF points. Those 212 QOF points, as part of that, some of it is being used to pay for the item of service increase charge of £2 per vaccination, and the full schedule of that, again, we've shown you in the full episode. Also some SFE changes in terms of payments for locum reimbursements, etc., maternity costs, and then additionally increasing the QOF pointage to cardiovascular prevention QOF criteria. Unfortunately, the downside to that is that achieving those criteria is now harder. Various changes, some of them going up to 90% as a result of that. The next part we talked about was about the change to the additional roles, the PCN DARES, in particular, the two aspects of the is the additional roles reimbursement scheme, which is the amalgamation of the GP and Rs and the formal Rs into one pot, and the addition of practice nurses, but we still don't have the detail what that means. But it does mean nurses that have not worked in that PCN or the practice representing that PCN. Also, the loss of the restrictions of the number of GPs available to be hired, which does raise some questions for many practices and networks in terms of employment liability. And as one of the comments I think Steve made, there's already a legal challenge on some of the PA stuff that's going on currently, so being mindful of that. The second change for the PCN DARES is the changes to the CAPE payments, so the capacity and access improvement payments, of which the total pot is still the same. However, the local payment that we had from 24-25 is now changed. Instead of being paid in 3 different parts, paid in 2 parts. One which is 2/3 of that payment, which is for modern general practice. No details yet as to what the criteria are for that. And the third payment will be for local risk stratification to enable continuity of care for your patients by the PCN. We will see.
Wow, that was, again, doesn't have any notes here as well. That's absolutely incredible memory work. And then just 2 additional things that we also covered. So one was the requirement of practices to open up online consultation tools to request for routine appointments. Again, we're awaiting detail in terms of quite what that will look like. And then there was the requirement to switch on GP Connect to enable the facility for other NHS providers and private providers to have read access in order to provide safe patient care, with consent being required, particularly for those private providers, and also the ability for community pharmacy registered professionals to send consultation summaries back into the patient workflow to be coded within the patient records, and the potential ups and downs of that facility being available. I think that covers the main points.
That's the headline stuff. There's the detail in the full episode that we've just gone through for the past hour and 46. I think, thank you everybody for joining us. We've got some really amazing comments in there that's still coming through, which is crazy. Serena mentioning about patients being able to book more appointments online, requests to see their usual doctor. How do you think they'll be delivering primary care? I think that will be the online changes that we see. I think, speaking to online providers about that, and like I said, covering some of that. Definitely, if you're using Accurix, or if you want to use Accurix, join us for that live stream on the 12th of March, and that'll be coming up at the end of this. And yeah, I think that's everything, isn't it, Andy?
I think so. Thanks everyone for joining us. Yeah. We have pretty good numbers throughout the whole thing, which is great.
So we're just shy of 300 of you joining us live. I mean, I think that may actually now be the largest live stream we've ever done, and we've not even got to the full contract review. So if this was an hour and 45, God knows how long that's going to be, but we're going to have to do it.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll open up the studio again when that special event happens.
In the comments, please let us know what you thought of the studio. We'd love to know your feedback on that, because I suspect the contract review will probably do a similar format. Thank you all. I hope you had a great time. We'll catch you in the next episode as we take command of primary care and learning.